This is the Raiders NPC Mod, created by Lawrence and Hayakawa Aki, and this is one of the most creative, unique, and fun mods I have ever engaged with. Just look at all the designs and attacks these mobs are doing. Damn, that is cool and epic. Now, is this mod perfect? No, but it's a free mod, so who cares, lol.
What do I owe you? Nothing. It's for free. Free!
And so today, we'll be talking about the Raiders NPCs, one of the best mods I've ever played for Gmod. I'm not going to talk in detail every single NPCs in this mod. I mainly want to focus on some of the more interesting NPCs. Anyway, let's get into the video. First things first, we have what I would call the Fathers. Now don't let the description fool you. These guys are deadly, especially in a large number. The one thing you gotta know is that these NPCs are tough. If you're expecting an easy 1v1 with these NPCs, especially with your default health, you're not going to have a good time. I recommend turning on some of the modifier settings within the mods itself. You can find these settings within Dr. VREG under plugin settings. A lot of them are your basic enemies, they come at you and hurt you, all that stuff. I mean, what do you think a guy holding 2 chainsaws is going to do? But some of them have a bit more going on, like this guy, Smash. Smash is a cool little NPC with a spiky look and a centipede creature attached to his back. That's so disturbing and yet so rad. It does damage by swinging its spiky arms at you, and also fires projectiles from both the centipede thing and the stomach pimple thing. Is this the Mpreg people are talking about?
New cartoon crush.
It's a pretty basic enemy, but it's a cool basic enemy. At least it's not annoying to deal with like Spindle. I mess heavily with Spindle, at least in terms of design and idea. It's a giant doll head attached to helicopter blades. How cool is that? It's such a creative design for a mob, I can't help but love it. What I don't love, however, is the way it attacks you. It does what you expect it to do, acting as a Beyblade and charging at you. But it also sucks you in and damages you, which, in my opinion, is really annoying to deal with, having your character get trashed around. I think they should have turned down its suction to make the fight against it more bearable. We also have the Hive Corpse. Now, the design isn't anything special, to me at least. Just another mangled up corpse with a bunch of shit sticking out of it. There is a lot of NPCs like that in the mod. It's why I'm not keen on talking about every single one of them. But take a look at how this one attacks you. Yes, this thing attacks you with flies that not only cover your visuals, but also slowly damages you. This is really cool and a unique way for a mob to attack someone. It is also very tough. I died a lot despite my high health. I like it. And finally, we have Wire, which is the most unique mob we have within the fodder section. I really like this guy's design. It's not an overly mutilated corpse, it's a guy wrapped in barbed wire. It looks so gnarly and painful, I almost feel bad for the guy. And also, he makes these radio-like sounds. Mangle, is that you?
You're as beautiful as the day I lost you.
This guy missed this effect that causes the screen to blur. It's not strong enough to completely make it hard to see, but it does provide a unique challenge when trying to take down this NPC. It doesn't attack you directly, the guy just floats there, slowly approaching you like a cartoon character smelling pie. Instead, he attacks you by spawning barbed wires on the ground and making them hurt you. It's so cool and unique, even if it's not that hard to kill. It's like fighting an industrial-based Slenderman. In all honesty, he's more of a horror character than a character you're supposed to fight. Just take a look at Ezraite's video, Expedition. He utilized the enemy so well for a horror scene. Now, let's move on to what I would call the tryhards. If you yourself are a tryhard and think the fodder NPCs are too weak for you, then perhaps these mobs will give you a more fitting challenge. First things first, we have Blade Rabies. and this guy is one of my favorite mobs in this mod. And you can see why. Look at the absolute aura this guy has, just standing there with his blades. He is fucking me just by looking at me, and I consent hard. He's not just another mutilated corpse, he's a man on a mission. It makes him stand out from all the other brutalized characters. He's literally just a guy with red glowing eyes. I kinda wish we had more mobs like this from this mod. And his attacks, oh, his attacks are beautiful. He's not firing lasers at you or trying to disorient you. He's swinging a sword like he's Gus from Berserk, ready to fuck your shit up. He is fun to play against. He may not be the strongest, but his presence is unforgettable. Next, we have Spinel's cousin, the Infected Doll. I mean, you can't go wrong with a creepy doll design, especially one wielding two halves of a scissor, like this is Kill la Kill or something. This design is pretty cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. It's good. She attacks with her blades of course, but she also breathes fire. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then we have the Oppressors. Oops, wrong slide. The Oppressors. I mean, just look at them. Look at how much of a unit they are. They all have a somewhat similar look, being armored bad guys. And also, all their heads are skulls, which is pretty rad. They have such a strong presence and a unique look that they could probably still work if they were their own mod. Though most of their attacks aren't anything special. Characters like Cannon, Dominator, miniguns, shotguns, and rifles all pretty much just shoot at you, with the exception of rifles throwing grenades. So they kinda just blend together, but the other oppressors are more interesting. Pistol Boy over here, in addition to shooting at you, can throw flash grenades. I will say this, a lot of mobs of this mod can flash your screen, including them firing directly at your view, which is fine, unless you're epileptic. If you're fighting more than one flashing enemy and they continually flash your screen, it'll turn into an epileptic hazard. So yeah, keep that in mind while playing with this mod. Sniper can turn invisible, though it's not much useful since he doesn't stay invisible for long. The Zealot charges at you with his armed swords but turns invisible for some reason. He's too aggressive to really benefit from invisibility, so I don't know why he does that. Also, I don't know why it's emitting missing textures, it's probably because of all the blood. We have SMG, which if you ever played against Blitz from Siege, he pretty much does the same thing. He flashes you with his shield and it's hard to kill because of it. And then we have Dragon Breath. He's pretty cool. He has a fire attack and has this epic smash attack with his shield. And then you realize he's slow as fuck and you can just fire at his back to kill him. Yeah, the oppressors aren't that tough, but they're fair, and with the right group composition, a fun group of enemies to fight against. Also, I just want to say something about this mod. These are some of the edgiest fucking names I've ever seen. Like, you've been watching the video, right? What are these names? Cruel? Blade Rabies? Fear Gorefest? What is wrong with you people? Also subscribe. I want to make more Gmod videos like this, so subscribing will be the best way to encourage me to do that. The elites are the best of the best, the hardest motherfuckers you'll ever going to face. Not all of them, but most of them. Beware friends, because they are no joke. If you want a true challenge, then these are the mobs for you. There is an NPC named Death Row Strangler, and out of all the character names in this mod, this is the name that is the hardest. Nice. Like damn, Death Row Strangler? That just screams aura. I don't think I should be saying that. And look what happens when I spawn him in. The entire world fucking shifts before it spawns. It's like an anime villain entrance. And then he arrives.
A fucking lobster! You're fond of me, lobster.
If I had a steak, I would fuck it.
Really? Really? All that build up for a lobster? You have a skeleton centaur thing attached with miniguns whose attacks shake the entire map. But now let's give the epic entrance to Larry the Lobster over here. It's not even the only crustacean in this mod. There are other crab-like creatures. But ignoring that letdown, he's not that bad. The character design is an edgy lobster, but it's a cool looking edgy lobster. His attacks are also fun. He uses these antenna things to summon spikes on the ground, it fires lasers at you, somehow, and will even charge at you, though it's slow and gets knocked out way too easily, making it an easy kill if you shoot it from a distance. Oh yeah, almost forgot, Centaur. This is a beast. It's like somebody's flesh and bones were stretched out to fit into the metallic carapace and also became a horse. It reminds me of that one scene from that Thomas the Tank Engine fan film. What I'm saying is that this design is awesome. I mean, it's attached with a minigun. How cool is that? Though its attacks weren't what I thought it would be. Well yes, he does use his minigun. He mainly attacks you by summoning rocks to hail on you and also rains lasers at you. He can even lift you and slam you to the ground. He's more of a force of nature than a boss. Overall, good luck beating this boss, especially with all that health. And then we have Guardian. Now, I'm going to be honest, this is my favorite mob in this mod. I really like how this character is composed, being an amalgamation of various body parts. However, there's a uniformity to the design, as this character has one of the best silhouettes out of the rest of the NPCs. Like, if this mod was more popular online, I reckon this NPC would be the face of it. There's a reason why she's in all the potential thumbnails of this video. Though, I will admit, I think her hair looks pretty ugly, looking like burnt bacon. I also love that her head is a woman's decapitated head. I don't know why, but it reminds me of a Filipino folktale creature. Also, this saw thing on her arm, come on, you gotta admit, it looks cool. This design is also best complemented with her combat. She does what you think she would do, she rushes at you, slashes you with her saw, and acts as a tank. But some of her attacks also emit this ground damage that makes her fight more epic and cinematic. She's like the perfect secondary boss. Also, she can shoot lasers for some reason. Though I will admit, when I was fighting her on the Left 4 Dead 2 hospital rooftop, she often got lost and I had to look for her. So if you want an epic boss fight with her, best to do it on a flat surface. And finally, we have Helicopter, one of the most unique enemies in this mod. And no, I'm not joking, its name is literally Helicopter. Did they fucking run out of names when naming the bosses? Anyway, Helicopter is really cool. It's a helicopter with flesh and organs, it's body horror with a military vehicle. What more do you want? Its attack patterns are also unique. Since it's a helicopter, it will fly around so you have to look up and attack it. It will throw homing missiles at you, it will hail bullets at you, and it has one special move. It kamikazes towards you. Holy shit, that is epic. I love this guy. I have never really seen a helicopter based boss done like this one. It's so cool. The Raider mod is a piece of art in of itself, and really showcases not only what Gmod is capable of, but what a passionate community is capable of. If you want to mess around with the mod, it's linked down below for you to enjoy. I'll probably make more Gmod videos, so subscribe to see more of that.